Terror attack in New Orleans. 15 people killed by a man police say was hell-bent on killing as many people as possible. The FBI says the mass murderer who turned a truck into a missile is a military veteran who was inspired by ISIS.
The massacre left many wondering why stronger barriers weren't in place surrounding Bourbon Street. The NYPD, meanwhile, has since stepped up its presence around Trump Tower following that attack and another incident that played out in front of Trump Hotel in Las Vegas. Eyewitness News reporter Lindsay Tuchman is live in Midtown outside Trump Tower right now. Lindsay, good morning.
Good morning, Charlene and Pedro. Heightened security is indeed in place across the city following that horrible attack in New Orleans yesterday. And the heightened security is in those populated, busy areas like Trump Tower behind me here, which, as you can see, does indeed have additional NYPD officers off front. There typically is already a lot of security here. Of course, you can see the concrete barriers out front, but now there are additional police officers patrolling following this latest attack, as well as the potential terrorist attack using a Tesla Cybertruck outside Trump Hotel in Vegas. But here is the latest out of New Orleans that we know so far. Just after 3 a.m. on New Year's Day, officials say a driver in a rented pickup truck drove around barricades and plowed his vehicle through a crowd of people just celebrating on famous Bourbon Street, leaving 15 dead and dozens more injured. The suspect has been identified as 42-year-old Shamsud Din Jabbar, a U.S.-born citizen from Texas and an Army veteran. After speeding through the crowd, he allegedly got out and fired at officers with an assault rifle and then was killed by police. An ISIS flag and more was found inside his truck. Now, as this investigation is underway, the NYPD, which of course is no stranger to terrorist attacks of this nature, has amped up its counterterrorism measures. Steel bollards are in place in many popular locations across the city, and garbage trucks are often positioned outside busy locations. Here's Mayor Adams on security measures.
Based on what the Deputy Commissioner of Intelligence shared with us, we had to make sure we protect the roadways and not allow vehicles to get in the area. She was extremely concerned about that.
Now, we're also learning more about the victims in the New Orleans attack, including 27-year-old Tiger Beck, who was a former Princeton football player. Of course, all these people that were killed just there celebrating the new year, welcoming in the new year. It is really horrible. But again, this is still being investigated as indeed a terror attack. There are no known security threats, though, linked here to New York. But again, counterterrorism measures are being amped up. Live